Okay, GoPro died, but it was worth it. I got an answering machine, but it was very worth it. I needed to see that. So let me show you the other space. It was about 48,000. It was 44 or 42 to 48,000. I don't remember. It was in that area. And honestly, it doesn't matter because once it's at that point, it's so ridiculously outside the realm of possibility that none of it matters. But I figure I should show you that space before we start checking out the west side. We haven't even finished all of 2nd and 3rd Street, so you can understand how this in and of itself is kind of a 6-month long type of process before you even find a space, much less cover everything. Why are there so many cars and it's supposed to be a pedestrian walkway? So I was looking at this space around last year, like a year and a half ago, I think. And it's still available. You know what? Yeah, let me show you the space because they wanted, I think, 42 to 48,000 bucks for it. Let me show you what costs $42,000 to $48,000 a month in New York City because I wanted this. I was gonna take this. So you ready, folks? You ready to see what costs 42 to 48,000 bucks in New York? Check it out. The GoPro makes this shit look way bigger than it is. It is not that big. Like see that hot dog cart? It's right in front of me. Yet the GoPro makes it look like it's half a mile away. Fucking fisheye cam rubbish. But this space over here, they want $48,000 for this. Piece of shit. It's a counter. It's a fucking counter. That's it. Like, you see why this shit is still empty. I mean, that's really a fuck you price that they're giving for it. Over $40,000 a month for that piece of shit. Is anybody watching the stream surprised that that space has gone over a year without being rented by anybody? But that's the thing, they don't care. They'll let it sit there for 10 or 20 years. Behind me. We got it. I called the one that's across from the Apple store already. They already got a phone call from me. They have my cell phone number and they have my business number. They know where to reach me. Okay, this is a little larger than mine, but not much. But actually, there's an alcove to the right, and that alcove to the right makes quite a bit of difference. This is worth taking down the information of. What's the building address? 652 9th Avenue. Or 652 Hudson Street. 652 Hudson Street. Read the chat. No, go away. There's thousands of you talking. That's impossible. Okay, 652 Hudson. 652 Hudson Street. Two blocks from Apple Store, comma. Look for what is in the right alcove, period. Okay, they got another space here as well. What's this? You have two spaces in this building. There's a back to it. I'm kind of curious what I get. You can't see much from this angle. Yeah, I'm curious what's behind that space in the left. Because there may be more space here than I think, but I gotta see what's behind that area in the left. So I'm gonna make a note that there's two spaces here and that I should ask about both of them. There are two spaces at this address, comma. Each may be fitting if we look inside and the price is not crazy, period. Call them, period. Damn, we only have 530 people watching? Shit. That's... You lost a lot of people. GoPro and you're crashing. George said have to see the new store. Well, we're looking for it. Winding bullshit. I'm never going to get where I'm actually going because every time I try to go there, there's a space. And it captures me. Yeah, it says 537 people watching on my phone. What a fail. That's tiny as all hell. But I really like the rustic feeling of it. Reminds me of Avatar Studios a little bit. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh wait, okay, now this is looking kind of cool. What's this? Oh, this is a full-fledged bakery. Yeah, they're gonna want like $40,000 for this place. Screw that. How the hell did I wind up on 8th Avenue? Same night. What the hell am I doing on this block? There's nothing here. There's no store here. It's the police. Time for me to start pedaling my bike. Look, I have pedals, I have pedals, I have pedals, I have pedals. I pedal. Pedaling. My pedaling on my purely pedal bike. This is not a battery under me, that's just a really, really big water container for hydration. This is some ultimate New York shit. The road is made of brick. Are you kidding? But look at how historical it is. It's so historical. So historical. Sunglasses here. What do we have here? This looks like a way to get back. 2nd and 3rd Street. We're going to be going to going to 2nd and 3rd Street to check out that area. Peddling. I'm a peddling. I'm peddling. I respect Mayor de Blasio. Get that store. Greetings from Denmark. Thank you. Tried to go right in my eye. I didn't have my visor down. Houston is here. I like when my bike sounds like a gun backfire or a car backfiring. So this is where we want to be. Not right there. It's being released. $450 people watching. Damn. Well, it's still 2 to 3 times an Eli number. Speed limit 20 miles per hour. Okay guys, I'm gonna let you all take a vote. Are you ready? Do you think I should go up and down the street sequentially and mathematically, like 1st Street, 2nd Street, 3rd Street, 4th Street, officially? Or should I go to each Apple store in Manhattan and look for real estate close by? What do you think is the better deal? Wait a second. Did I get... No, this is not a one-way street. I see a car up there that's going in my direction. Or is this? Did these seriously all turn into one-way streets? No, there's somebody behind me, so this again is not a one-way street. Okay, so which Manhattan Apple store should I visit next? I will let all of you vote. So we already checked around the 9th Avenue, 14th Street one, right? What's the next one that I should check out? Because what I'll do is I'll let you guys choose, honestly. So let me know which Apple store you would like me to go to, and I'll go to that I'll go around that Apple store and I'll see if there's any spaces for rent near it. I'll make a note of them and I'll call any of the brokers, obviously afterwards, because making a phone call from the same phone that I'm streaming from screws up the GoPro stream. So which street, okay, so Apple store has clearly won the vote. We don't want to go up and down the streets looking at every store. We want to look for stores that are right next to the Apple store. But which Apple store do you want me to go to is the question. So, okay, so I hear Soho and Upper West Side. Your phone is drunk. There are 3,500 people watching. Okay, yeah, my phone still says 430 viewers. So, okay, so it seems like you guys are saying Soho and Upper West Side. So which of the Soho and Upper West Side should I go to? She's miring you. Is anybody miring me? Who's miring? Crap. Yellow light. Must go this way. Wait a sec. I thought this was 2nd Street and I just did the same thing I did before and I screwed myself into... Damn it. This is confusing. 100 Prince Street. Okay, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna put 100 Prince Street into my GPS, okay? One moment. Oh 100 Prince Street. We're gonna check that one out. Let's do it. You guys ready? Prince Street. Wait, all I see at this address is Brooklyn Boss Prada. Is that really the Apple store? I'll Google it. I don't know if I can trust that. Let's see, maps. Apple store. Apple Soho, Prince Street. Okay, 103 Prince Street. Okay, it says it's I'm afraid of starting the directions ship because I'm afraid if I do that, it's gonna fuck up the stream. GoPros are such shit like that. Let's see if this will work. Can I do that without screwing up the stream? Yeah, it looks like we're still live. Okay, so where do I go, bicycle? Tell me where to go. Tell me where to go, Google lady. The walk is white, but the light is red, and the light that's red is diagonal. This is confusing as hell. Next. My phone is drunk. Towards West 3rd Street. You're slow. Thank God I'm not a car. If I was a car, I would lose my mind. Turn right on McDougal up ahead. McDougal is right up ahead. Turn signal with my arm. Left on Bleecker. right on Mercer. Left on Bleecker, right on Mercer. The gimbal is smooth. I don't have a gimbal. This is not a gimbal. This is just a GoPro that's straight up mounted to the bike. There's no gimbal. It's just like every shock, everything, it just eats it. Alright, so this is one of those NYU neighborhoods where all the kids go to eat their food and get crunk and all that on a Saturday night. And it is Saturday night, so here you're gonna see all the NYU kids. Turn left into Bleecker. Here we go. Soho Apple Store. Let's do it. Retail for lease over there in the corner. I'll keep that in mind, but I want to go outwards from the Apple Store. Shit again. The roads in Afghanistan are probably better than this. Okay, there's a police car, so we're pedaling. Your destination is on the right. Okay, take the lights off, dismount the bicycle. What do we have here? This is interesting. An Apple Store. Okay. Let's see if we have any real estate around here. That's across the street. That's taken already. Yeah, this you don't get the same effect here. There's not really much available. Like if you're looking to be right across the street from it, that's going to be There's a better chance on that 14th Street location by 9th Avenue. If you want to be right across from an Apple store, that's where you go. Turn off the headlight, Lewis, and it says. There's no headlight. Look, see? Watch. Headlight, no headlight. There's no headlight. Maybe down the block. Cigarettes. That's fucking nasty. Gross. I can't be behind somebody who's smoking. That shit disgusts me intensely. See my brain. 341 viewers.
What's a car payment? What's a range?
What's a car payment? That's a bunch of glass I just went over. Man, I keep getting owned by glass here. Hey, look across the street. Look at that. Look who's taking the bike lane. Bike lane, bikes only. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any space around here for me. Nah, this is no fun. Okay, what's the next Apple store that I should check out? The wrong way down a one-way street. I guess let's walk it down the sidewalk. GoPro lens looks pretty all right. That looks like it could be for rent, but this is too far off the beaten path. This type of idea is really only worth it if I'm able to get a space like right across the street from an Apple store. So hopefully I hear back from that realtor on 14th Street and 9th Avenue, because that one is legit right across the street from the Apple store, right there. You know, like this one over here, it says retail for lease, right? But like, who cares, you know? It's not the same effect. $1981 Broadway. 767 Fifth Avenue. No, I can't do that. The 59th Street Apple store in that area, even a store that's my size is going to cost $30,000 in that area. That's not happening. That one's too expensive. Can't do that. What are you riding, Lewis? A pedal assist e-bike that only goes to 19.9 miles per hour that definitely does not have a throttle attached to it. So let's see, where should I go next? $185 Greenwich Street. I'll check out 185 Greenwich. Those luxury apartments, are those occupied yet or no? Because if they are, that's a lot of customers that could potentially come. Greenwich Street, Apple Store. 185 Greenwich Street. Let's check that out. 185 Greenwich. I'm going to open up the Maps app and we'll check that out. $185. It's 1.2 miles away. That's a bit of a ride. It says 14 minutes to get there. We did Prince Street already. Now we're going to see $264 viewers. So Firstly, it seems like my phone is lying. I don't think I only have 264 viewers based on the speed of the chat. A big thank you to the moderators that are cleaning the chat out of the garbage. I appreciate it, because with the number of people watching, there's going to be some garbage there. Thank you. So it says turn left on the Thompson Street. We should be up ahead. Right, light turn green. Go. Well, I haven't really gone far, so this battery will get me a good 45 miles, 40 miles if I don't ride like an idiot. Gets me maybe 25 miles if I ride like an idiot, you know, using high amperage. And because like, for instance, once I'm throttling, I don't need to keep throttling. Like I could just let the bike's momentum take it where I want to go, or I can just keep riding, or I could keep throttling, or I could throttle as fast as humanly possible just to be a dick. I mean, just to go fast, which I do sometimes. And then there's also the fact that I have the lights on and I'm charging my phone and the GoPro from it. But even then, I should still be able to get like at least 25 miles. We're not going anywhere even remotely near that. Should have been on the left side of the road if I was smart. Why are you going the wrong way down this one-way bike lane? I'm gonna play chicken. Ready? Yeah, that's right, Moses. Get the fuck out the way of my bike. Damn you people who can't drive. The postal police. I should thank them for finding my packages. This looks like some tourist shit, so let's be very careful here with our speeds. This is tourist central right here. Let me turn off the motor. I'm just gonna pedal here because there's so many tourists. Dude, the light is red for all of you. Like, that light up there is red for every single one of you. Oh my. What the fuck? You're worse than the actual native New Yorkers are. Native New Yorkers obey traffic laws better than all of you. Okay, so where is this Apple store I'm supposed to be seeing? This is the September 11th museum. $185 Greenwich Street. I'm supposed to see an Apple store. I see an Apple store. You can smell the water from the fountain. I love fountains. I'm gonna stop and take a look at the fountain. No, this isn't a fountain, it's a water. It's an artificial waterfall. These are the names of all the people that died during 9/11. Rossmann. My dad was a chef, and he got to be the cook at the Plaza Hotel and Club Quarters in Midtown. He was a pretty high-ranking chef at Plaza Hotel, and he was looking for a new place to work, and he was very close to taking a job at Windows in the World, and that's a restaurant that's on the top floor of the World Trade Center. And he got an offer to be one of the, I think it was first cook, which first cook is, it's like chief technician. It's one of the highest ranking positions. And he said there was just something about, the people seemed nice and the position seemed nice, but he didn't take it. And he just could never tell why it is that it didn't feel right to take it. And then shortly thereafter, 2 planes fly into the building. If he had taken that job, my father would be dead. I'm not seeing an Apple store here. Either way, this area is completely unviable in terms of commercial real estate. You're right across from the World Trade Center, or One World, whatever. This is, you're right across the street from the 9/11 Memorial. This is going to be absolutely beyond insanely expensive. All these tourists over here, this means that any space I look to rent here is going to be in the high 5 to low 6 figures, if even, not viable for a store. Yeah, sure. It's probably really ignorant. I'm going to sound really ignorant right now, but I don't know how I'd feel the idea of if you got a space where 3,000 to 5,000 people died, and a bunch of people are smiling, taking pictures, saying cheese in front of it. I don't know. Strikes me as really strange is all. I would hope that when I die, you don't have people posing and smiling for pictures right in front of where I plopped, that flew there for the stayed at a hotel, booked a travel agent for the purpose of doing so. It's just strange. Odd. That's my first impression. Okay, you can feel free to call me an idiot, but I'm not seeing an Apple store here. Let me go back to. Oh, upstairs? Downstairs. Downstairs. Okay, thank you. Oh.
Follow him? Apple? He's not looking at Apple. He's back Apple. I follow him. He hates Apple. He repairs Apple.
I was looking for a new store.
You get me. What's his name?
Tell him he's not
Lewis, nice to meet you.
Lewis.
It's good to meet you too.
Yeah, the Apple store is downstairs.
Thank you.
Level down.
He's not looking for the Apple.
You enjoy your day. That was hysterical. Okay. Is there a store in this area? There's no store here. Get the hell out of here. To rent the ground floor of any of these buildings would cost a few $1 million a month, if even. So the meme of having a store right across the street from the Apple store, that's dead. And this for this one. Wow, what a building. really weird. That's the third person on this stream that's recognized me so far. And I'm wearing a helmet too. Somebody's getting their squats in. Yeah. It's not as satisfying a meme, because the real fun of the meme of having a store right across from the Apple store would be like having somebody stand right outside of it that could direct people right to your store. And that meme can't exist here. The 9th Avenue 14th Street place, that would definitely do it. Absolutely, absolutely would do it. I could have a person standing right there every fucking day, and everybody who left that Apple store would see a nice big sign that somebody was holding that says, check out our place for a second opinion. But here you're not gonna, yeah, that's not gonna exist here. Looks like they've got these anti-terrorist bars here to keep the terrorists from crashing into stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. So now what we need to do is find another Apple store. Hi. I know where you live, and I have your address memorized. Just keep that in mind before you say you're gonna do the thing that you say you're gonna do. There's 4,000 people watching that in 3 seconds from now could know exactly. Yeah. 2 could play at that game, hi. 2 can play at that game, Mr. Hi. Oh, you're about to stop right in front of me, aren't you? Uber? Somebody was talking to me about an Upper West Side location. I'm gonna check that one out next. But before I check that one out, I have to let, there's a burrito that's waiting to exit. So let's give me a moment there. I'm gonna go back to the store just so that I could take care of that business. I'm at 54.5 volts, I'm good. $3,500 square foot and basement 1,500 square foot. Okay, so that place is not going to be affordable. That's that. This is traffic. Bike battery percentage. I don't have percentage, I have voltage. How fast is that bike? This bike is 19.9 miles per hour, pedal assist, 750 watts, and definitely does not have a throttle. Fuck, this is annoying traffic. What the hell is the point of having this 2-ton gas guzzling machine when you're going to be riding it at 4 miles an hour most of the time anyway? Jesus Christ, this is so dumb. This is a joke.
I think it's funny how we used to go to school and play